Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
Starting to pick up.
Yep. Well, that'll be great on live, on a podcast.
Hey, we may lose one of these canopies. There it goes.
Oh, boy.
I knew that was going to happen.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah, you're live, Irma. Welcome. What's up, Irma? How you doing? We got you. Hey, we're tapped into your computer there too, where you work. We can actually see you on video. I hacked your computer. So beautiful earrings today, Irma. You're always beautiful. Very nice.
You're so silly.
All right, we're going to start this the right way this morning, Miss Gayla. How about it? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're going to have you on. We're going to introduce you in a minute, but we got to get this thing kicking off the right way.
Okay.
Come on, man. It's 7:17. We're supposed to get this thing rolling at 7. It's my fault. It's my fault. Gayla, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm so happy to have you on today.
Nice to be here.
What a privilege and a blessing to have you on today. It is our good friend, Miss Gayla Lewis, over at the Color Bar. Justin's not here, and, he's definitely not playing hooky. That dude has been...
He's tired.
Yeah, what's the word? Busy.
Busy, crazy busy.
A lot going on, so...
Yeah.
We got a fun show lined up today as our friend Miss Gayla is here. We're going to be talking more, learning more about Gayla. She is quite literally, from this area, just right down the road, born and raised. And I told you, Gayla, whenever you came on, I said, it's just a beautiful day to be here, and so happy to have you here. And so we're going to learn a little bit more about you and just kind of, your upbringing, and then getting into the Color Bar. And you're a terrific mother, grandmother. There's so many blessings in your life. Just learn and go. So we do want to welcome folks in this morning. And as always, just let us know that you're out there. We always love to hear from you. Let us know what you're thankful for this morning. As you're waking up. I always say on the show, and you'll hear it every single day, and I'll say it, we're here on episode 88, and I'll say it for the next 888 episodes and beyond, that wake up with an attitude of gratitude. No matter what you're facing today, it's just a circumstance that you're in the middle of, but you know what? You can overcome that. And so I believe every day that folks are going through stuff. Some days it may be great. I'll be honest, Gayla, I want every day to be great.
Great, exactly.
That's my desire, is every day to be great.
Should
but
be everybody's desire.
Yeah, nobody wants to wake up and say,
okay.
Yeah, nobody wants to get up and be like, man, I'm just ready for a bad day.
Exactly.
So just think about that as you wake up this morning, that wherever you're at, you don't have to stay there, and right now may be a circumstance, but you've got an opportunity eventually that whatever you're battling, you're going to come out of that. So I wanted to leave you with that to start this morning, and let us know what you're thankful for today. That's what we love about this show. Our good friend Jennifer Augustinetti already chiming in today saying good morning. I love what she said. We need to start this here, and Justin will like this too. It's Thankful Thursday.
Yeah.
Friday Eve. I'm thankful for waking up this morning. That's always something to be thankful for. And you know what, Gayla, how many times do we literally get up in the morning and don't even think about waking up because we're already focused on the day, and the pressure of the day is starting to build up. Like this morning, I knew coming in this morning I was going to be a little bit late. I had to do something really quick this morning, and our little one, you know, he's on that nice little 2 hour cycle right now. I wish I could be a baby, you know, sit around, eat, sleep.
Enjoy life.
Enjoy life. Wake up, cry, eat, go back to sleep.
Everybody's catering to you.
But it's worth it. You know, as a mother, it's worth it. But you know, it's just one of those days for me where I woke up and I felt a little bit of pressure, and I was like, man, I know today we're gonna get off to a little bit of a late start, but everything's gonna be all right. And you know, here we are.
Exactly.
It gave the building a few minutes to cool down too this morning. So, but again, let us know this morning that you're out there. Our good friend Randolph Thompson already joining in this morning, saying good morning and hello Huntsville and our inspirational community here. He says it's a great place to live and love each other. Find a way. I love this morning. How about this starting out this morning, Huntsville? Find a way to serve each other with love. And he put a scripture up there that says, let all that you do be done in love. Everything. Just love on people.
That's a good one.
Would you agree to this, Gayla, man? So far, nobody's told me that I was crazy. I've always said, well, they've told me I'm crazy in other areas. But I keep saying that Huntsville is literally a place where you can just, and I'm not telling you to go like randomly up to somebody on the street walking by, but it is a place that you can give somebody a hug and tell them you love them, and people aren't going to look at you like, what?
I have before. I mean, it is. You're not crazy.
Okay, well, I just wanted to
You're
make
not
sure.
crazy at
Nobody's
all.
told me yet, so.
No.
Well, Gayla, let us know, you know, a little bit about you. We were talking beforehand, and I got to know you. We'll talk a little bit about the you know, catastrophe last Thursday there with me at the Color Bar.
That was great. You did great.
But
You did great.
we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute.
Okay.
But you know, you've been in this area, obviously born and raised in Trinity. Just let us know a little bit about just you know, growing up. You were born right up the road in Trinity, and you know, still connected here, and I think that's special and something great.
It is in a way. I mean, you know, like I was telling you earlier, it wasn't my plan, but it was God's plan. So I'm here, growing up in Trinity. I finally moved away when I was 46.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I told you that's weird too, because whenever you sat down and we were talking and you were mentioning your children, I said, Gayla, how's that possible? Because you're only 25.
Right. I wish, you know. But yeah, I got three. I have three adults and five grandchildren, and it's great. It's worth waking up in the morning for and living life, you know. Got into hair. I never thought I wanted to do hair. I work with children. I have like 3 things I want to do: work with children, work with elderlies, and do hair. So right now at this point, I'm getting the best of all my worlds that I wanted. 14 years I did early childhood, believe it or not. Ugh. And then I decided once my children got older that I was going to go ahead and go to hair school and do that. So that's what I did. And now I work at Creekside, because we have
just about to ask about
salon
that.
at
Yeah.
Creekside. So I get to work at Creekside and work with the elderly. So I'm getting to do it all right now, enjoying what I do.
That's great. You know, I always say, and I told a friend years ago, pursue your passion, not an unknown future.
Exactly.
And that's literally how I got into broadcasting and media, because I was running an IT company, and you know, after 14 years, I was well beyond burned out, but you still have to do it. And I was thankful for that business, but I'll never forget. And Kenny told me one day, he goes, you remember what you told me years ago? And I said, what? He said, pursue your passion, not an unknown future.
Yeah.
He said, you're passionate about broadcasting, go do it. And I think that that's our, you know, when we're in our calling, you know, when we're born, there's already these talents in us that we didn't even know we had.
Right.
And for you, it's being around people. It's being around, you know, you mentioned elderly people, making a difference.
Yeah.
And when you're there as a stylist, you know it better than anybody. You know, it's a social time.
It is.
And people are telling you their story. And I can, you know, of course, we're not going to dig into names and stories at MRC, but you know, you're there and you're that person. Maybe some of those people don't even have anybody to talk to.
True.
And so you're there, people are sharing stories. What's brought you the most joy, you know, through your career now, just being a stylist?
Ooh, just what we were talking about, getting to talk to people, getting to listen to these different stories. As we were telling you last time, we have a joke of this lady calls me Dr. Gayla. So I had this badge on that says PhD, but at the same time, she was talking to me about different things going on in her family, and she started crying. Well, hell, I started crying, and I'm like, okay. So I kind of gave her some godly advice, you know, and ever since then, and I talked to her. So she started coming in, Dr. Gail. She came in again. I started writing my name on my mirror. Like, my name is not Gail, it's Gayla, you know? So I wrote it on the mirror. I'm still Dr. Gail, so I stick with that. But
you're going to get me starting to say Gail now, to be honest.
It is a joy. It's just watching people come in one way and leave out another way and making them happy. So,
you know, and I know that you realize this, and I'll just say it to remind you, you know, what you do is so important to people, and Justin talks about it so much. You know, people who are passionate in the styling industry, you can tell, because it's not like they're just there to cut hair and leave.
Oh, yeah.
You're telling these stories, and you are literally helping people through maybe some of their darkest days, and you don't even realize it, because somebody, you know, a lot of us go around, and I'm this way too, man. There's things that I battle, you know, in life, and we get beat up sometimes, but I always try to have a smile regardless. And always smile. And, you know, people may come in to get their hair done, and then all of a sudden they're smiling, they seem happy, but deep down maybe they're battling. Maybe they just lost a mother or a father. And just you talking to them, they needed that today. I know for me, like when I would go back in the day to a stylist, I always went for the shampoo, man. That was like...
Mostly everybody does.
Yeah. I mean, you ladies have like this, y'all get the full, you know, treatment. I'm like, why don't guys get the full
Especially
treatment?
at the color bar, you get a hand massage and all that good stuff. So, yeah, it's worth it.
That's cool. Well, there's a lot going on, you know, at the color bar.
It is.
You're in the middle of it, which is good.
Yeah.
It's like earlier, I was talking about earlier, you know, too, before we were off, and that's why I always say it's going to be fun one day. We're going to have like a behind-the-scenes look at Hello Huntsville and Good Morning Huntsville. But, you know, when you have things going on, that's a good thing versus sitting at home, being on the couch.
Exactly.
A lot going up to Color Bar. Conroe opening up now.
Conroe is opening up. I actually was there yesterday to help set up. Getting more excited than I thought I would be. It's in progress and should be opening up soon. He has been working hard. So it's a good thing. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him because he's actually living his dream and doing the things that he wants to do and likes to do. And he's pushing me into areas that I never thought, like the business side. Now he'll call me and we discuss things, but but having me included in on Conroe it's awesome. I'm blessed.
Yeah, I mean, that's something special, you know, as a business expands and has new ideas. I've been part of organizations where new ideas have came, and it was like, you know, not saying it in a negative way, but, you know, the door was closed. I didn't have any input on that. And you think about if you truly want people to buy into a business, if you're an employer or a manager or business owner and you want people to buy in to what you're trying to sell, you need to include them and get them excited about it. I learned in life that everything, and I was interviewing some guys yesterday at Sam Houston at football practice, and the word culture gets thrown around a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But it really is, instead of just saying the word because it's like a buzzword right now, you truly have to have a good culture.
Exactly.
And when I walk into the color bar, you guys have a young lady that works up front now.
Abby.
Abby, that's right. I was about to say, I forgot her name. Man, she's so full of life and energy.
Yes.
And I walked in the other day, and I never had met her in my life. That was last Thursday. And she was just, it was the day before because I went in to set up the equipment. And she was just so happy and full of life. And I was like, you know what? It's just, when you have those people, you know that they're buying into something. And it just felt good. I was like, I feel like there was a couch over there. I thought, man, I'm going to bring a pillow and a blanket. I'm going to go to sleep over here.
That is the atmosphere that we have been thriving to have. And it's awesome. I told Justin yesterday, I said, she cannot be fired and she cannot quit. And I was like, I'm so serious. We need people like her. She is awesome. I love Abby. We
have a guy back in the Austin area. We still do a little sports broadcasting for my hometown back in Georgetown. I don't do it, obviously. I've turned it over to other guys, and they have complete freedom in doing whatever they want. They utilize some of our resources on our YouTube channel to put more eyes on their broadcast. But I was talking to, we have 2 high schools back in Georgetown now. And that's been it's been that way for a while. You know, I'm hoping and praying Huntsville doesn't have any plans for like the next 20 years because literally when you build that second high school in a growing community, all of a sudden, man, it's like that town gets divided. And eventually it's going to happen. It always does in communities that grow. But, you know, so there's another school there in Georgetown, Eastview. Great folks, great kids. And we've always wanted to provide excellent coverage for Eastview, but the community support hasn't really been there. Well, there's a new coach now that actually came from Willis. It's the head coach over there. And so they had reached out and said, hey, what can you do for us? And so we've got a guy that's committed, but you got to pay him. And he said, man, I'd love to do this, but for me to make it work financially, it's this amount.
Right.
But he went above and beyond and said, if you can pay me this each week, then I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, instead of just saying, hey, I'm going to go do the game.
Right.
So we're working on that proposal right now.
good.
And, you got to, it's just how it is, man. You get people excited and don't shut the door on people who want to be somewhere.
Right.
I've been around that situation way too many times to where even I've had employees before when I had my IT company, Gayla, that were, they had these ideas and they were excited. And I tried to embrace those. As the owner, you got to tap the brakes a little bit.
Yeah.
But you also have to be open to everybody's ideas.
Right.
So with the whole Conroe location, I mean, did you guys have a lot of folks from Conroe that were coming down into Huntsville, or is this going to kind of be building?
We had quite a few. A lot of Justin, when he came with a lot of clientele of his own from Houston. So it kind of works both ways for us. They can just come halfway now instead of coming all the way to Huntsville. So it works out. And then again, it's also targeting a new location, something different, something new for us to thrive into, and it's fun.
Yeah,
it's different for me. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. And I'm like, oh, okay.
You probably got into styling like, man, I'm just gonna cut people's hair. I want to help men and women feel great. I'm gonna their outward appearance. They're gonna be confident, and then all of a sudden now you're on the business side.
Yeah, that was when I first met Justin. I was like, I just want to cut hair. That's all I ever want to do. I don't do color. He looked at me and he said, you gonna cut hair, you gonna do color, you gonna do it all. And I'm like, I don't, so now I cut hair, I do color, I do it all. So it's like, okay, I guess he's a man of his word because that's what I'm doing, everything. So
how many years has it been now, with the Color Bar? You've been there for a few years now, a couple years?
It'll be 3 years in April.
Wow, time goes fast.
Yeah,
huh?
it does.
And I mean, you were right. We go back, and I don't like to bring up negative things, but you go back 3 years ago. I mean, we're right in the middle of COVID.
Exactly.
How did that really impact you guys, and how were you able to work through that? Because obviously still here and still going.
We were still working. Still working. I think that's how he opened up during COVID. Mm-hmm. He was offering free shampoos. And I guess that was like that light bulb went off in his head and like, okay. So that's how he really got started. So now on our every anniversary date, that's what we do.
Oh, that's great.
Free shampoos, free blow dries.
That's great. I didn't know anything about, the blow drying. Mm-hmm. And what do they call that? I guess, let me think of it like this, because I see Bridget, and I know it takes a long time, and I give her a hard time, and I've learned to be patient, because I'm a guy, right? I get up, I take a shower, I'm ready to go. Women, there's a lot more to it. Yeah. And men, you better be patient, because that's why some of y'all are single. I'm going to straight up tell you right now, that's why some of y'all are single, because you got to have patience.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get in the car and start honking the horn. I know Bridget's busy. I'm going to be respectful and just kind of take a deep breath and say she's already beautiful, but she's trying to go the extra mile.
Gotta be extra.
But I didn't realize how long it took for folks that have long hair, how long it takes to dry.
It takes a while.
So is there places I've heard of like a blow drying bar, people go. Is that what that is? Like you
exactly.
watch. So it's like you get out of the shower, but then you just go down the street to dry your hair.
Exactly.
Do y'all have people that come into the Color Bar to do that?
Some people do. Some people come in just for a blow dry, just for a shampoo, and they do. You'd be surprised. So that's gonna be your next session at the Color Bar.
Okay.
We're gonna blow dry. We're gonna get somebody with some real thick hair.
Oh,
You'll be like,
man.
I can't believe this is taking this long, but it does.
Yeah, because I always thought about that, and I said it kind of makes sense. And I guess now you're able just to kind of go and sit and relax and let somebody else do it for you.
And that's what everybody says. This is so relaxing. And you have a lot of people. We're always told to talk. Talk about the products, do this, do that. I always look in the mirror and look at their facial expressions. If their eyes are closed and they're zoned out, I don't say a word. I just blow dry. You have your moment. Sometimes that's what some people need, is just you be pampered and have their moment.
There was a lady from Puerto Rico that used to cut my hair back in Georgetown. Mm-hmm. And Miss Lores. And she said in Puerto Rico, and then some of the languages she had is brutal, and brutal means awesome, great. Well, here, that means brutal. That's not a good word. So the first time she told me, she looks at me, she goes, brutal. I was like, what do you mean, man? And she goes, no, it's awesome. And I'll never forget Miss Lourdes. I loved her styling my hair because, we developed a friendship. And she was probably in her 50s, maybe early 60s. There goes Kevin Dixon from Anthem driving by. He probably went by to get tacos over Sandra's Kitchen. And we joke about it all the time. But It was Miss Lourdes was so good, and you know, you do develop that special relationship with whoever styles your hair. Now, I'm the type of guy, I've learned to quit trying to please everybody because you're not going to be.
All right.
But like when I would go into a place back in my hometown, you could select your stylist. And I never wanted to do that because I was like, whoever's there can do it, you know?
Yeah.
But then as I got older, I was like, I'm not offending anybody. I want to have a relationship with that one person because they're going to know. Like whenever Cherie Bravis was there, her and Justin, like they had this really cool chemistry going on to where Cherie was like telling him like, no, we need to do this. And then Justin's like, okay. And it was almost like.
And that's a relationship you want to have with each, one of your guests. And we have those guests that come in and it's like, and we get on to him all the time because we'll look over there and they got the blow dryer. Even though it's taught to us, give him the blow dryer, give him the brush, let him do it. And we're like, Justin. He was like, and she's like, I'm fine. I do my own hair. He's done his part. I'm like, no. You know. So everybody, you build with those. You have that regular comes in periodically on a regiment. You build those relationships with them where it's like family sometimes.
And it's fun, you know. Sometimes family, you know, you're like, I don't want to hear about all them stories. Keep them to yourself.
Exactly. True.
Well, friends, we are here this morning. Appreciate the Color Bar. We wouldn't be here on a Thursday without our friends at the Color Bar. You can visit them online at colorbartx.com. Oline was already asking this morning, where is Justin? Well, he had a very late day yesterday. He texted me last night and said, man, I'm just exhausted. He said Gayla's going to be there in the morning, and so Gayla works. She's a big part of all the success at the Color Bar, so we appreciate her being here. But we wouldn't be able to be here on a Thursday without our friends from the Color Bar. Again, visit them online at colorbartx.com. Also, we are broadcasting live downtown. A big thank you to Elliott's Jewelers for sponsoring our studio and also working in collaboration with Paul Oley of the Gallery for all of your custom framing, photography needs, and more. It's our good friend Paul Oley. Go by and see him. We need to support local business just like the Color Bar. And that's something that I've said, as Justin has talked about opening up this second location in Conroe. He's still fully committed to Huntsville, folks.
Oh, yeah.
So don't worry. He's not going anywhere.
At all.
You know, there's been folks that are saying, hey, are you going to leave? Are you going to do this? He's still involved, still active in the chamber. He's not going anywhere. He just is living his dream, trying to open up a couple. I think he said he wanted 5.
Yes.
Man, you're going to be a part. You know, you're on the ground floor.
Always.
You're on the ground floor.
Running right with him.
You're probably going to be, you may be running a few of these down there, you know. You probably already are.
Eventually.
Well, we'll step aside. We'll take a break, friends. Continue to let us know what you're thankful for this morning as we continue on. Did want to remind you, too, this week's keyword is spirit. Text in that word along with your name to 936-339-0139. In fact, that prize pack that I forgot to pick that up from you last Thursday. There was Denise was asking me, so I need to get over there.
It's there still.
Okay, I need to come by and pick that up and give that to Denise. So, Denise, I haven't forgot about you. But text in the keyword spirit along with your name to 936-339-0139. We will be picking a winner at the end of the show. We got some passes to Clean Car Wash, and so stay tuned in. We'll step aside, though. We'll take a brief break. When we come back, we'll talk more with Gayla and catch up with all the good things happening. A lot happening here in Huntsville, Texas. So again, friends, stay tuned. And for those of you joining us now on the Spirit Radio FM app, we want to welcome you in as well. So thanks for being a part of the show this morning. For now, though, we'll step aside. We'll take a break. A lot more to go as we continue it. It's your show. Good morning, Huntsville.
There's a place in Huntsville and now in Conroe where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and Orby, and even offer Valami hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why, at the Color Bar Hair Salon, you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon. Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Gayla don't have the headset in, so she's not feeling the jam that I've got right now.
At all. It's okay. I can hear it a little bit.
I got it's a little jam called funk, and you're missing it right now. Audience is hearing it. We're having fun this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Gayla Lewis joining us from the Color Bar. Good to see you, Gayla.
Good to see you be here.
Told me earlier you're a mom, grandma. I said you are lying. 25 years old. I don't even know how that's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
At 25.
At 25, it's possible.
A lot going on. Friends, continue to let us know that you're out there. A lot of folks are engaging with us this morning. We appreciate you, Huntsville, Texas, and just let us know what you're thankful for today. A lot of friends chiming in earlier and just thankful. Like Jennifer Augustinetti, she's one of our faithful viewers that listens and watches every single morning, and she said, I'm thankful just to wake up. And so maybe you're in a dark place today and you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you know what? You woke up. If you hear my voice, you're alive. You may not be feeling well or doing well, but just be thankful that you're here and that you've got another opportunity. And I always say this too, Gayla. It doesn't matter if it's one person or a million people. I always remind people that our Creator came for the one. And so don't worry about trying to make this huge impact. Social media, in my opinion, can be a very, very destructive thing.
It can.
There's, I think, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, and we may be in the middle of Mental Health Awareness Month. I know that we've been talking a lot about it, and I know this year it's a big priority for Rotary, which is a service club. They have an international oversight, which is all over the globe, and that's kind of Rotary's mission this year, is really focusing on mental health. And social media is one of those things that it can be really, really good, like we're trying to bring this show,
Right.
and help people out and encourage
Right.
people, but then it can also be really destructive. And man, I understand people sometimes want an outlet. The first thing is there's some things that you shouldn't be putting out there.
Exactly.
And how many times have you ever not you specifically, but I'm talking to our audience, I've done it, where it's like I start typing something and I'm like, wait a minute, that
Exactly.
ain't beneficial to nothing.
At all.
And there's even been times where I've typed something, put it out there, and I was like, wait a minute, that could be taken the wrong way. And then I deleted it.
Same.
So just think about that today. It's people are always out there picking up what you're putting down. And are you putting down good stuff, or are you putting down something bad that people are going to pick up?
I always think about the end results before you act.
Yeah, that's right. You brought up a good point about the end result, because I think of it like this, not to be morbid, but there's conflicts. I've heard situations in families to where people didn't talk for 20 years over the most pettiest of things.
Exactly.
You know, like, oh, well, my brother took my clothes 20 years ago. Seriously, though, there's things out there like that. And I'll start to think, you know, in our last days, and how much of a blessing is it for folks that know that their time is coming? I mean, truly know. And I'm not talking about if you're battling, you know, dementia or something to where you're and I've had family members. It's tragic to watch people go through that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about somebody that has an illness that maybe it's went terminal, but they know that they know that they know that they only have maybe a month to go.
Exactly.
And I think of that in a way almost that it is a tremendous blessing because it gives folks a time to really get their affairs in order. And I know it's painful for people to watch. I've went through it. I've seen a family member go through it. And it's painful. But I also found peace in knowing that that time was coming. And it gives you time to talk. It gives you time to interact. And, you know, think about that because so many people, you know, and I always say it in past tense because I don't want to speak anything into it. So, like, you could have walked out this door yesterday and a car could have hit you yesterday. I don't ever say in a moment.
Today, no.
It ain't going to happen today. But I think about that. Like, you never realize when that last moment will be. The only person that knows that is God.
Right.
And so whatever petty things that you're going through today, think about that. And maybe to you it's not petty, but in the grand scheme of things, it is extremely petty.
It is.
Think about that today, friends. So whenever you're on your final days, maybe you won't be in a situation to where you can go back and tell people you're sorry.
Exactly.
Maybe your time's going to come and you don't know when it's going to come.
Exactly.
Make sure today, and I'm going to encourage you today, don't wait. Today, get on the phone and call that person that's been on your heart for the last 15, 20 years. And even if they did you wrong, get on that phone and apologize to them.
True.
And then I'll just let all that go. And at least you knew. It's like I had a friend, you know, we went through some things, love him to death, love their family to death. You know, and I wanted to see him a while back, and they just said, not right now is not the right time. But I reached out. I wanted to go see him. I love this family. I wanted to embrace. We haven't talked in 10 years. You know, it's affected me. It really had. When you start thinking about like mental, it's mentally affected me because this was someone that I was close to for 25 years growing up. But I'm at peace knowing that, like, hey, I've forgiven for the things that happened, even though it wasn't my doing. And if God opens that door again, then it's going to open. At least I've put it out there.
Right.
You know?
All you can do is try.
It's like when you got them little ones at home and they're napping, you just leave the door open so you don't have to get up and go get them out of bed. When they're ready, they're going to come into that room.
You sound like my son. I'm like, no, you got to watch them.
Yeah. I left Braylon's at the age now for her naps. Literally, I leave the door when she naps now. Now, Mama Bridget may be like, I don't know why you're doing that, but she's old enough now at 20. She'll be 21 months here in the next week. That's crazy. But at almost 21 months, she can climb up and down on the bed. You know, and she still has her crib, but I've been letting her nap in the big bed to get her used to it. In her room, we have a guest bed. And it's not unsafe. There's carpet there. There's padding all around it. And she can easily slide up and down off that bed. It's not too high. So she naps in there. But what I started doing is I'll leave the door cracked a little bit because when she wakes up, she gets down off the bed. And if that door is closed, man, she doesn't really cry a whole lot after her nap. She'll start throwing all of her books, and then I go in there, man, and it looks like a tornado hit that bedroom.
You have to clean.
So what I started doing is I leave that door just cracked, and then she gets out and she walks, you know, then she comes into the living room wherever we may be if I'm at home, you know, after her nap time. So leave the door open so that person has a chance to come back in. If you want them to.
Exactly.
Otherwise, close the door and move on.
Keep moving.
Keep on moving. Friends joining us this morning, Santa George down in Conroe, Texas. Santa, you're going to have to tell your wife, get over to the new color bar there. Where's it located? Do you know the exact address? Justin's chiming in this morning,
it's
too.
It's in the Kroger shopping center right around the corner from Kroger's.
Okay. Oh, that's just right off 45, right?
Yeah, right off of 45.
Man, y'all got a great location over there for the new one that's opening up.
It is an awesome location.
Justin had just sent me a message too, saying check your email. And Justin, I do not have it in whatever you'd sent me, man. So I have some random spam from CVS that you know is a scam because it's like click here to pay your bill. Justin, email that to me again if you get a chance. The email is just my name. robhip@gmail.com. I'll put that there on the screen. I don't mind giving that out. But yeah, the location, 2200 I-45, a suite B1 there in Conroe. So that's where you can go to the new color bar. So and folks were asking, where's Justin at? He was tired last night, and he said, I've been working all day, so he sent Miss Gayla to be here with us today. So good stuff as we continue on. I did want to, we'll get back to the color bar here in a minute. I always like to go over what is it today of? What is it today of, Gayla? Today, it's World Lion Day.
Oh, wow.
World Lion Day today. I never was a big Lion King fan.
Neither was I.
Yeah.
I watched it because my brother watched it, so I had to watch it. The kids watched it, but...
I don't know. To me, it was kind of sad, what happened in Lion King. So it's National S'mores Day. I'll take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, oh yeah.
National S'mores Day. It is also, doesn't relate to us at all, National Connecticut Day.
At all.
So, you know what? I guess states, you need your own day. If you're from Connecticut, it's your day today. So happy to. The best one, though, this is what, right now, friends, the viewers that are on, we want to see it go to 0. You should not be up right now. You should still be asleep. Because today, August the 7th, or actually August the 10th, is National Lazy Day.
Oh, I can go back home then.
Yeah, Justin don't care at all. It's National Lazy Day today. It gives us permission to relax and kick back, so we're going to be a little bit lazy. As you can see, there's not much information regarding this annually celebrated holidays. We don't feel like doing any research. Actually, we don't feel like doing anything at all.
Exactly.
Consequently, we're in our hammocks with a couple of good books and glasses of lemonade and iced tea. Yes, it's Lazy Day. We choose to be lazy rather than to tell much more about this day. That's from National Day Calendar. So
Didn't even know there was a day.
National Lazy Day, and I've never been able to take part of that as a business owner. I don't have that. I don't have that luxury of taking advantage of National Lazy Day. Well, Gayla, as things continue on, growth continuing here in Huntsville. Kind of, what's the game plan with the color bar here? I know you guys have been out and doing a lot of marketing and working really hard, and school is right around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
So the game plan as far as like Sam Houston State University students, maybe there's a parent watching or they stumbled upon this show because their child is now going to Sam Houston State. Talk a little bit about the involvement that you guys have with the college students.
We are very involved with college students. We do our marketing there. Also, I think it's the LSC building. If they look up on their boards that Color Bar is advertised. Also, Sam Houston students get a discount when they come in. So all they have to do is come in and show their ID and they get a nice discount. So
it's a good place.
Very involved, yeah.
Yeah, good place, good opportunity for young people to come in and feel relaxed. And look, it's not just for girls. There's guys that come in too. You guys got a lot of guys here as well.
We do.
So just get out there, support the Color Bar. Local business. You can book your appointment online, I believe, at colorbartx.com. Colorbartx.com. We're going to step aside. We'll take another break and more to come here as we'll pick our winner here in just a few moments as we continue on this morning. And thanks for being a part of this show. It is your show, Huntsville. As always, Good Morning Huntsville. We want to remind you, text in that keyword. You never texted us in, by the way, and you watch the show from time to time.
I know, I always just watch.
You need to start texting. You can't do it today because you're here with me.
Right.
But come on, Gayla, we got to get you texting in.
Do.
Text in the keyword spirit along with your name, 936-339-0139. That's the number again, 936-339-0139. For now, though, we'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll get more to comments that are coming in this morning also. It is your show. We'll be back in a moment. It's Good Morning Huntsville. Stay with us.
There's a place in Huntsville and now in Conroe where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and Orby, and even offer Valami hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why, at the Color Bar Hair Salon, you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life.
Little music to get you hyped up here on a Thursday. Gayla, is it Thursday? I always ask my kids, is it Thursday or Thursday?
It's Thursday.
What do they say in Trinity? Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
Where do you eat in Trinity? What's the place?
My mama's house, of course.
Well, outside of mama, because hey, that's great. You better be giving mama. Where do you eat in Trinity?
Probably one of the Mexican restaurants.
Is Frank's Tacos? That's in Trinity, right? Or is that Riverside? I always get confused.
Must be Riverside. We have tacos by the tracks.
That's right. No, Frank's is in. He is in Trinity.
Okay.
Yeah. So tacos.
So yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know. Yeah.
Hey, don't be.
Awesome. I love their burritos.
That Tacos by the Tracks.
Yes.
Oh man, I got in trouble eating over there,
Did
man.
you?
Yeah, it's so good.
You can't get in trouble.
I go over there. In fact, where we board our pets over there is the dog ranch.
Okay.
And man, we were boarding our pets up in Fargo, and I walked out of there with like a mortgage and a half one time.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't afford this anymore.
It's expensive.
We go down to the dog ranch. I think it's like $25 a day, which isn't bad at all. And our dogs, when we take them to the dog ranch there in Trinity, they actually come back smelling cleaner than when and they don't bathe them, but they literally come back smelling better. Normally, when you take your dog to a boarding facility, like there was a place in Willis, we take them there. We had to get them bathed before they would leave. They had I guess a pet salon up in there. You know? You ever thought about pet salon? People are better than pets.
Oh yeah.
But as far as cutting hair, but we would take them there, and the first time we brought them back, I was like, man, what did these dogs roll in? Like that outside all day smell. But we go down to the dog ranch. Literally, they come back, and they smell. I don't know what it is, and they don't even bathe them. And I think what it is they have stalls. They've converted this old barn into a kennel. It's very nice and air conditioned. Oh. And they have the wood chips for the floors of the kennels. So they use the horse stalls as the actual kennels, and then they put gates on them, of course. And that's how the kenneling works. And our dogs love it. I think there's like 5 acres they run around up.
Oh wow!
I need to quit talking about them because they don't even pay me to talk about them on this show.
Oh well, you just did.
But the dog ranch.
Advertisement.
That's Kevin out there. I'll holler. I'll hoop him up all day long. He's a good man. So, welcome back. We are here on a Thursday. Our good friend Gayla Lewis joining us from the Color Bar. Appreciate you being here. It's been fun this morning, Gayla.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. So Gayla's here. We've been talking about the Color Bar. Go ahead right now You know what? If there's guys out there and you're in a doghouse, because I was talking about the dog range, you need to get out of the doghouse.
Exactly.
Best way to do it is get your significant other services over at the Color Bar.
Exactly.
That's the best way.
Right.
That and nails. When are y'all gonna get into doing nails? Is that coming, Justin?
No.
No nails.
No nails. We've had that discussion. No nails.
No nails. All right.
No. So.
Yeah. But I mean, that would, Justin, that would be all inclusive, you know.
Yeah.
And then y'all can get into catering. Because you already have drinks. Now you can get into catering. Justin, come on, man.
Don't put nothing on his mind.
Oh, man.
There's enough there already.
Our friend Irma Dowden joining us this morning. Irma, I didn't see you drive by this morning. Normally Irma will drive by and honk and wave and shout and yell. But she says, good morning, folks. Have a great day. Matthew Johnson was chiming in. Good morning to you, Matthew. He said, Simple Simon's Pizza. It's the best pizza around. I haven't had it, but I do have to say this because my boy is in Riverside.
Oh, wow.
The best pizza around to me and many others, Fat Boy's Pizza.
I've heard that.
You haven't been there yet?
I haven't. But
Do you
I've
like a
heard
good
that.
pizza?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna have to bless you guys one day. I'm gonna go up there and get Shane to hook it up with a loaded baked potato pizza.
Oh, that sounds good.
World famous, by the way, and it's right in Riverside, Texas.
I've heard of them, though.
It's good, and we call it Fat Boy's Pizza. So get on down there and get the rest of it. Matthew was saying that that this Simple Simon's is in Trinity.
It
so yeah,
is.
thanks for that.
I think
man.
it just opened not too long ago. So
Awesome. Well, Justin sent in a video earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and show this here. This is. Let me go ahead and zoom this bad boy in. That's from the new store there in Conroe. Check this. Look how beautiful this is. So kind of a similar setup as far as the experience. The experience isn't going to change.
no.
Still have the seating. I'm assuming the drink machine is still back in there for the folks.
Going to be. That's the Color Bar, shampoo bowls.
Okay. So
Well,
we're taking a little walk through. I know
Absolutely.
there's someone. Look at this little break room back
Yeah.
there, man.
It's not little. It's so big.
Yeah. Let me hold on. Let me
Got
take
a lot of room.
Let me take one more view at this guy real quick. So Gayla, you've been over here?
Yeah, I was there yesterday helping set up. He's done a whole lot more work than it was when I left yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
Boy, that is just absolutely beautiful.
yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be partial. I still like I love y'all's windows here in
Oh, yeah.
Huntsville because I mean, you look out and you've got this huge window, but this is really
Same
really
there.
nice.
We have you could briefly see it, but we have big windows there also. So
Only thing in that kitchen that's missing is a big commercial stove, so you can get to that catering
Who's
business that I was
cooking?
talking
There you
about.
go.
See who's cooking out there. Well, that's exciting, man. That's what we want to highlight on this show is just our friends and especially folks at the Color Bar and what you're doing, Gayla and Justin. I mean, just incredible as you see the growth, and we want that for our local business. You know, we want our local businesses to be able to excel right here in Huntsville and then have an opportunity to grow and expand.
Exactly.
So, you know, you've been around this area 25 years, right? You were born and
Exactly.
raised 25 years ago,
Exactly.
Gayla. What have you seen, you know, through the growth and what's that interaction been like, you know, from a community like Trinity and Huntsville? What have you seen as far as the growth and just what have you really been excited about as these communities have continued to grow a little bit?
I'm always about the kids, and I like to see the kids see new things, see different things. Here in Huntsville particularly, it's like you have to modernize your town. And I see that, you know, every day that since I've been here for 2 years, I see that, you know, people work together to make a difference, to make things better. And I see that through Justin. I'll put it that way. So it gets exciting sometimes to see the different things happening and growing and being a part of it. So
It's great for you too
Yeah.
because, you know, we were talking earlier off camera and all your family is, you know, pretty much around
Around
here
here,
and your children, your grandchildren.
Yeah.
You had mentioned, I believe it was your son that's a coach over at Trinity.
In Trinity,
Can you
yes.
tell us a little bit about that?
Ooh, my son, Coach Champ. Well, we call him Champ. His name is Michael Lewis Jr. Yes, he's a coach. He's coaching football in Trinity now. He went to school at UTEP.
Oh, wow.
Played football, played safety there. So he's living his dream now. You know, he's a father of 3. He has a little boy, and he has twin girls. So he's enjoying life right now, doing what he loves to do, which is playing football. So he gets the backside now, coach. So I'm excited for him. I text him all the time and say I'm excited. So now I'm going back to Trinity football games, and we're gonna get in there.
Who was it that you tagged a while ago to watch?
My mom.
Your mom? Did she get on?
I'm sure she did. She
Give
don't say
your mom a
anything.
shout out real quick.
Hey, Mama.
Yeah. What's the
She's
best?
like, poor thing, she's just getting on Facebook. So she was like, Gayla, how do I get on there? I was like, I'll tag you.
All right, we got to talk food because you just don't do a show without talking food sometimes.
Oh, wow.
What is the best cooking that your mama makes? What is it that you just?
Of course, everything, but I'm a macaroni and cheese girl. And when she cooks her turkey necks, her turkey wings, anything turkey, I'm all in. Dressing, she does, most of the time Mama does I'd say a holiday meal on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So we're a close family, so we're always there all the time. So she's always cooking. There's no really favorite meal. Whatever she cooks, we're all ready to eat.
I can tell that you're very much involved, family, involved with family. So I am going to ask. I don't ask this to everybody, because you're talking about Mama. We want to honor all the mamas out there. It don't take just Mother's Day to honor your mama.
Exactly.
When you think about your mama, what are you most thankful about that she's taught you, or what has she taught you?
She has taught me a lot, but mostly for me, if you knew me when I was younger, the discipline, and that she was always, always, always like in my ear and never made me realize that, I was always enough no matter what I did. I played sports when I grew up. She was always there. But I used to get a little jealous because she was at the football games more with my brother than she was at the volleyball games with me. But then when I became a senior and things started progressing for me, I would look up and there's my mama. My mom and my godmother. Yeah. They were always there. So I always look back at those times, and that's why I strive as a mother as I am today, because there's nothing my kids would do that, I'm going to find a way and get there. But Mama's always been encouraging, even like now. She's as I had to tag her to let her know, I'm doing this. She's been encouraging and letting me know, you can do this, because we always have somebody we can call and say, Mama, I don't know, I don't know. And she's always encouraging. She loves Justin. I believe that's what it is. It's not me, it's Justin.
She's trying to get to Justin through you.
It's Justin, but yeah, she's always been encouraging.
You know what? Every day I try to find a theme for the show, and there's a lot of things that we talk about that are the same. And I know earlier I talked about if there's something you're battling with and maybe you need to forgive somebody, but maybe that's the message today, friends, is if you're so blessed that your mom is still here, get on the phone today and call her if she's not close. My mom and she lives in Georgetown, so it's 2.5 hours away. She was actually one of the main reasons that we decided to move back. And Mom, don't ever feel guilty about this, because my mom, she's always apologetic and it ain't even her fault.
Exactly.
That's just the kindness of her heart. But that gig up in Fargo is like everything we could have imagined as far as the broadcasting world. But then I step back and I say, but was it really?
Exactly.
I was thankful for it, but I was away from my mom.
Yeah.
And I wanted my mother to be able to see her grandchildren grow up, because I knew my mom wasn't going to be able to travel a whole lot. It would have just been too hard on her. And so I started thinking about that. And I said, you know what, man? Sometimes we have to look back and say, we're blessed, and this is everything that we could have wanted, and we thank God for that. But also, God has also provided family to us.
Exactly.
And we need to stay connected to our family. Some of you are like, I don't want to stay connected to my family. But if you're in a good relationship and your mom is still around, you need to get on the phone and call her. If she's not close by, call her every day.
Oh, yeah.
My grandma and I talked almost every single day of my adult life.
Oh, yeah.
And I miss her dearly. And I still struggle with that. We were talking about things. She's been gone now since July of 2001. And I think of her every day because she never got to see my children.
Yeah.
And she wanted me to have children so bad. And she even told me, literally, up until... Well, she did know that we were going to have Braylon, and I'm thankful. She came to the gender reveal, and that was great. But she always told me she said, you need to hurry up because I ain't going to be around forever.
That's what I'm telling my oldest son. Like, okay, everybody got kids, except for you need to come on now.
You need to hurry up.
While I can enjoy it.
So, but just hug on your moms today if your mom's still alive. And I know many of us have lost your mothers and our mothers. But if yours is still around today, embrace her, hug on her. Because mamas are the greatest.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, friends, we'll step aside. We're going to take one final break. Been a fun show here today with our good friend Gayla Lewis, who's stepping in a pinch while Justin needed a little bit of rest this morning.
Yeah.
But Gayla's here. She has been with us as we've been having fun, catching up, getting to know another great person in our community in Gayla and learning more about the Color Bar. We will take one final break and a final opportunity for you as well to go ahead and text in that keyword SPIRIT along with your name, the word SPIRIT, to 936-3 339-0139. I've got some passes to Clean Car Wash that we'll be giving away. I think they're getting ready to open if they're not already. I need to get over there because
Same.
we update the website all the time with coming soon. I need to update.
Oh, yeah.
Are they up? Are they open?
I don't know. I haven't been that way. So
They give back to the community, though, and so we'll make sure. Go ahead and text that in. You got one final opportunity. We'll call our winner chicken dinner because you're talking about food getting me hungry up in here, Gayla. So
it's breakfast time.
we'll step aside. We'll take one final break, and when we come back, we'll pick our winner. Stay with us as we continue to spread the good here in Huntsville.
There's a place in Huntsville and now in Conroe where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and Orby, and even offer Valami hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why, at the Color Bar Hair Salon, you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon. Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life.
All right, friends, back at it here on a Thursday. I just do that to honor my grandma, Gayla.
Yeah.
The word D, like anything that's day, or my grandma would always say D, like Thursday, Monday, Tuesday. It starts sounding Italian. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
It's the country.
She didn't say that, though. That's more like Italian, I think.
Yeah.
But she would also say, instead of battery, she'd say battery. Battery. She'd call me, and my real name's Robin, so she'd call me up, and I knew if she came on the phone, Bridget knew this too, because when my grandma would call, if she would say my first name like Robin, that means she wanted something. But if she would just say Robin, then it was just like she wanted to chat.
Yeah.
So I could tell by the inflection. I was like, okay. And it was usually, you know what I miss the most? I miss this. It's so funny you think about it. The things that you miss the most when we lose our loved ones. The thing that I miss absolutely the most, besides, of course, being around my grandma and talking to her, was her calling me, asking me to change light bulbs for her.
That's the most simple things.
She'd call me up because she lived in an old house that had a really high ceiling. And so she had a ladder, and I'd have to go there and climb up the ladder and change the light bulb. And I was like, how in the world is this woman, her bulbs are going out like every 6 months?
Just wanted to see you.
But they were, though. The bulbs were really broken.
They were really
broken. I'm like, man, I don't change my bulbs like once every 10 years, man. I'm sitting here changing Nanny's bulbs every 6 months. And there was one time that she had some curtains, Gayla, that were in the kitchen, and she didn't like them. And, I mean, mind you, she's 90 years old at this point. And I go over there one day, and I notice these curtains look new. And they're above the kitchen table. And I was like, Nanny, when did you get these new curtains? She goes, oh, the other day. And she's being real quiet about it. Well, I noticed that there was a ladder sitting next to the table. And I said, who put these curtains up, Nanny? She wouldn't talk at first. I said, no, who put these curtains up? She goes, well, I did. I didn't want to bother anybody. I said, how in the world did you get those curtains up? Well, I just put the ladder next to the table, and I climbed on the table. 90 years old. I was like, you don't have no business putting no curtains on a kitchen window at 90 years old. She was independent.
Exactly.
And in the last couple of years, she didn't need to be, but she tried to be. She didn't want anybody to take that away from her. And she was still of great mind. She still could hear pretty good. She could see okay for the most part. She just needed a little bit of help.
Oh, yeah.
And but she still, to the very end. In fact, the last moments of her life, that July, in 21, and my mom was telling me, I won't repeat what my grandma said. She was a woman of faith. But the last words that came out of her mouth were just like, I'm ready to go, basically, is what it was. But that morning, the night before, she was calling everybody all day on the phone, like in the kitchen. She went in the kitchen, started calling everybody. It's almost like she knew.
Saying her goodbyes.
And the next morning, she wouldn't get out of bed. And my mom said, Mother, you need to get out of bed and get some breakfast. She wouldn't get out of bed. Lunch, she still didn't get up. My mom said, look, you need to take your medicine and eat some lunch. She said, no. And that afternoon, my mom said, like, we need to take you to the doctor, because she wouldn't get out of bed. And my grandma was basically like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
30 minutes later, she passed away on her own accord. Isn't that crazy but I mean, it's like the night, and this was the last 7 months of her life. You know, we took her from her house. I don't want to say we took her, because that sounds bad, but we did. I mean, we had to bring her to my mom's house, because our house, there were some things going on over there that really needed to get taken care of, and we had been fixing up a few things for her. Because like I said, she was trying to do all this stuff on her own, and I was like, you need to just kind of refocus. And so, but she did need help, and she didn't really realize it. You know, she never wanted anybody's help.
Us grandmas, they independent women.
So like those last 7 months, she was there with my mom. But my mom would tell me stories that touches my heart, where my mom would fall asleep, my grandma would go get a blanket and cover her up. Isn't that special?
Yes.
So love on your mamas. That's all I'm going to keep saying. Gayla, before we pick our winner, what do you love most about working at the Color Bar, besides Justin? You know, we don't want to butter him up too much.
Oh, Justin, oh my. Anyway, just interacting with people. Period. It's a joy. You know, sometimes they walk in their first face you're gonna see now is mine, because I'm sitting right there in the middle at the door. But just to meet and greet and meeting different people, being an impact in somebody's life, as well as somebody being an impact in my life, I love working there. I mean, I'm done. I told him I'm done. I'm not going nowhere. I'm here to stay. The Lord says different, so. I'm like, when I can't do hair no more, just get my wheelchair and put it behind the desk, because that's where I'm going to do.
She's going to be rolling up.
Yes, but I love it. I mean, how can you not?
Yeah, well, that's good. It's a good message from you. You know what, today, be like Gayla, enjoy what you do, and just be thankful. I love what Matthew said a while ago. He said, hold up. Gayla doesn't look experienced in age enough to have grandkids. I've always thought she was in her 30s.
Thank you, but no. No.
Now, just because you said that don't mean you're going to get no discount on your hair, by the way.
You might. No. Like $5. I'm kidding.
So appreciate that. Also, one of our school board trustees joining us this morning here from HISD, Kathy Schweitzer. Kathy, thank you, too, for your generous donation at Rays of Hope. We're still distributing a few of those last items to some of the nonprofits, and Kathy came through. I know she doesn't want the recognition, but I'll say it because she commented. She came through, and just tremendous person here in our community, serves on the school board. She does wonderful things for Huntsville and Huntsville ISD, and she came through, and because of her and some others, we even had an anonymous donor that said, hey, I want my donation to go to this. We were very thankful through Rays of Hope in the community to be able to present HISD social services with cash and gift cards in the value of about $1,100.
Awesome. That's nice.
And so that's going to go to help a lot of children in the area that really need it. Yeah. And so the folks over there do, Sally Dallas and Juanita do a wonderful job. And so thank you to the community for being able to make that happen. Let's go over to our phone line, and we do have a winner here. The randomizer has picked. The thing is, though, you have to answer to win. And here we go, Gayla. I know who this is. This person's won before. Well, I said they won before. Tried to call him and it didn't go through. Let's try it again. 1 second. You know what? It's not going to work right now. I know why. Because our phone system that we use has an update going on. I will say the winner this morning, if you're still watching. I hate that. I like calling people. The winner this morning is our good friend Quentin Williams over at First National Bank. He's won before. And so, Quentin, I've got a little goodie bag for you that includes some car washes over to Clean Car Wash, and I'll show up and I'll just hand deliver that prize to you because you're right down the street, and I know where you're at, Quentin. So Congratulations. Quentin Williams, our winner today.
Quentin.
If you didn't win today, if you didn't win any at all this week, hey, you still got time. All you got to do is text in the keyword SPIRIT along with your name to 936-339-0139. Maybe you're a business, and as long as it doesn't conflict with our sponsors, I don't want anybody else that's involved in banking, obviously, because we have a bank, or anybody that's involved in firearms. We have a firearms, or anybody involved in salons, because we have a salon. And but if you're a business, you said, you know what, I'd like to maybe get my name out there. If you have something that you'd like to give away here on this show, we'll give you a little bit of recognition for that. We try to give away prizes every single day here on Good Morning Huntsville. And if you're a business and you say, hey, I've got gift cards to my business, if you have something that maybe you'd like to put together a gift basket like our friend Victoria Bothman did with Be the Light Counseling. She put together a couple of gift baskets to give away. If you have anything you'd like to give away to the community, we'll give you a little bit of recognition here on the show, and feel free to bring those items by. Give us a holler. You can email Vic. You can almost said our Spirit Radio. You can email hello@hellohuntsvilletx.com. And let us know, and we'd love to help promote your business in that capacity. We do have a lot of options as well, so if you'd like to even have more exposure, just reach out to us. Again, that email, hello@hellohuntsvilletx.com. Go by and support the Color Bar. Friends, it's no secret, our sponsors that are with us every day of the week. We have a different one every single day. We bring in a lot of nonprofit gifts and other businesses from time to time, but you'll see a lot of the same messaging, a lot of the same faces throughout each show as far as co-hosts. Although Gayla today, Justin not here, but she's still representing the Color Bar. But go out and support these local businesses because they are investing in what we're doing. And because of their investment, we're able to go back and really lift up this community. We couldn't lift up the community without folks like Gayla and Justin at the Color Bar. So awesome. Appreciate it. Any final comments before we sign off today?
Oh, no. Come out and visit us at the Color Bar and enjoy your day and make every day the best day ever.
There it is. Gayla said it. And if you don't, I'm going to hear about it, and I'm going to go tell you to go see Gayla because she ain't going to put up with it.
At all.
Yeah. What's that? There was that. Did you ever see that? This just popped in my. Did you ever see the video? There was a lady. It was a news interview, and they called her. It was Sweet Brown was her name, and her apartment had caught on fire, and she just starts rambling on about all this stuff about she was running out. Then she started coughing, but she goes, and then I got bronchitis, and it's just random, and she goes, ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly, at all. No.
So if you're starting to feel like in a negative day today,
exactly.
Remember my good friend over here, Gayla, ain't nobody got time for that.
At all.
So go by and see her. She's going to cheer you up, turn that frown upside down
right.
every time. Hey, friends, we love you. Gayla, thank you again so much
You're
for being here.
welcome. Happy to be here.
We'll sign off with that. I want to remind you, as always, friends, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. We'll be back on tomorrow morning. As always, our good friend, Billy Cawthon. The Dumplings return. That's kind of the moniker going here, but Billy Cawthon returns tomorrow from Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Until then, friends, have a great day. God bless you, and we will see you on the flip side.
There's a place in Huntsville and now in Conroe where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and Orby, and even offer Valami hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why, at the Color Bar Hair Salon, you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon.